welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well, and I'm not saying that just for the sake of saying that. I've been reading some comments where you guys have been like, no, I'm not doing well and things are not going my way. So I truly from the bottom of my heart pray that things start going your way, they take a turn for the better for you. And yeah, today's video is going to be about brush dupes. Now I did a base dupe video a while ago, not a while ago, just a couple of days ago, but so many of you wanted to see eye makeup brushes dupes as well, and I get it. Eye makeup brushes are expensive. They are expensive. They are expensive, and you know, we don't want to spend that much to just get a decent eye makeup game going on. Now, I do believe that brushes are a sort of an investment because they're tools. They're not something that would empty out so soon, and if you take good care of your brushes, they last you forever and ever and ever. But taking good care is the key. Now, for me, this list was particularly hard to put together because, you know, a lot of times you get an affordable brush and it's amazing. It works beautifully. It's just everything and more that you could ask for, but then after a couple of washes it starts shedding. So that is the worst nightmare, and that's why I have compiled this list for you guys, which consists of brushes which are not only affordable, amazing quality, but they would last you long as well. Long lasting is something that is so key to a brush, so key to a brush, and that's why so many brands have brushes that are more on the expensive side, because they would last you for supremely long. And just like the life of these brushes, my intro has become way too long, so without any further ado, if you want to know some brush dupes, and we are going to be going brand wise because I do have particular brands more than the others, then please keep on watching. I'm going to start off with MAC because not only are MAC brushes really good, they are just so popular as well. I'm going to start with the brush style that is probably the most popular one, and rightly so. It's the 217. I freaking love this brush. If you were to ask me what is that one brush, Shreya, that I need to buy and everything would be taken care of, this is that brush. You can pack color with it, you can blend your color with it, you can go in tinier details because it does have a slight tip on the top. It's just everything that you could want in a brush. But of course, MAC being MAC, it is slightly on the expensive side, and the dupe that we have for you guys is from PAC. Okay, I know so many of my dupes video have PAC, but I'm just like, they have amazing quality, they're affordable, and they have products that are similar to the other one. Now this PAC brush is just too similar to the MAC 217. It has the same body, the same shape and everything, so it's great for packing the color, blending everything out. When you keep them side by side, you see that their density, their bristle shape, their everything is just too similar. Now this does come in an eye kit, but I would have the individual name listed down below for you guys if you don't want to buy the whole kit. However, if you are a beginner, I would highly suggest that you invest in the kit because we have more brushes coming up as dupes for other brushes. The second MAC brush we have is 219. Now this is a beautiful pencil brush. This is great for doing lower lash line work or inner corners, or if you really want to tightly pack a color in your crease, it's amazing for that. And it's just a beautiful shape. It's not too stiff but not too floofy as well, so it's somewhere in between, so it works amazingly. And the dupe that we have is from Glasm Cosmetics. This is their BRA023 brush, which again is a beautiful pencil brush, great for precision work around the eyes. Glasm is a company that was started by beauty and fashion blogger Ashima, so you know who's putting the work behind this, someone who knows what the deal is. And again, I've been using this brush since a while. It hasn't shed on me or anything, which is so super important to me. When you compare it to the MAC one, you see how similar they are again in the density as well as the shape, and how it points on top, and it's not, both of them are not super stiff. Both of them have a little bit of flexibility to them, but still, you know, have that density to them. Let's move on to Inglot because I only have one brush from them which I bought a while ago, and it was my first expensive brush purchase. Okay, Inglot has been my first for a lot of things. My first makeup high-end purchase was Inglot, so Inglot holds a really special place in my heart. This is the 80HPS brush, which again is a pencil brush, but it's slightly longer than the MAC one, so it's again great for crease work or detailer work, but again it has a little bit more flexibility than the MAC one because of the length that it has. The dupe I have is from PAC. This is the 106 brush, again a longer pencil brush with not so much of stiffness in there, great for crease work, great for adding a little bit of detail to your eye makeup. Comparing them together, you can see how they have the same body, same shape, same size, same everything. Let's talk about Huda beauty brushes next up. I have their build and blend brush with me right here. I'm going to be only duping one side, which is the build one. The blend one is just a fluffy brush. I'm sure you can get this anywhere. This has a slight angle to it, so you know that's the only difference. Otherwise you can just use a fluffy brush to blend it out. But I'm going to be talking about the build side right here, which is a synthetic brush, and it's quite, you know, fluffy for a building brush. It's not a stiff shader brush which would pack the color on. It's quite As you can see, flexible as well. The dupe that I have for it is from Wet n Wild. This is their P15 brush. Again, it's a very fluffy brush. It is a shader brush, but it's not supremely dense, so it would pack the color on, but it wouldn't give you a punch, okay? So it wouldn't give you a punch like probably your fingers would, or probably like a dense shader brush would. But when you keep them side by side, you see their shape and everything, and the way they fluff out, their curve on the top and everything is just so similar. Next up, I have this brush from Smashbox. I don't know the number or anything because this was a part of a limited edition collection. So it was a kit of brushes, but I don't know if it's individually available or not. If it is, I would leave a link and the number and everything for you guys in the bottom bar. Now, this is a cross between a shader and a blender brush. It is very, very close to a MAC 217, but it's slightly longer than it. So it's more fluffy than the 217. So I would particularly call this primarily a blender brush, but you can also pack color on with this. And the dupe that we have is from Pack, and again, I was telling you guys it's available in the kit, but look at that shape, look at that density, and look at how, you know, flexible this is. This is so similar to the Smashbox one. Just place them together and you can see they're just the same brushes and they look and work so similarly. Again, I would leave the number, the individual number of this one for you guys in the bottom bar, but this is part of the eye kit that I was talking about earlier. Next, we're going to be talking about Bobbi Brown brushes. Yes, I have Bobbi Brown brush dupes with me. I have Bobbi Brown's eye definer brush, or an angled brush, and this is like a natural fiber brush, so it's very coarse. It's not a synthetic softness, it's a very coarse brush. So this is great for picking up matte shadows. This is also great for picking up pomades or eyebrow defining products. I generally use my angled brushes for my eyebrows and not for my eye defining. Back in the day, like when YouTube had started, like 2010, 11ish, like beauty had started on YouTube, we used these angled brushes to do our crease. Now I can't even think about it because I'm much more into pencils and shader blender brushes. So this one I primarily use for my eyebrows and nothing else. And the dupe that I have for you guys is from NYX. This is brush number 19, and again, it's a beautiful angled brush, slightly on the thicker side, great for doing your brows. Now when you put them side by side, you see that their width, their angle, their everything is so similar. I wouldn't really recommend these for eyeliners because they are thicker, they are a dense brush. So they're great for doing your eyebrows, they're great for maybe smoking out your liner but not doing a thin liner. I prefer a much thinner brush for my liner. So I wouldn't really suggest these for the liners, but only for your brows or maybe smoking out the liner. Next up, I have their normal shader brush. As you can see, this is much bigger than the previous one. It's more flexible than I would prefer my shader brushes to be. I like my shader brushes to be slightly more stiff, but this one is great for matte eyeshadows because matte eyeshadows work best with brushes like this. But we have a much more inexpensive dupe again from Glasm. This is their A014 brush, and this is so similar to the way the Bobbi Brown one works. Just put them together and you will see their shape, the way they fan out, and their curve and everything is just so similar. And even this one has a little bit of flexibility to it. It's not as stiff as I would prefer my shader brushes to be. And the last brush I have is Bobbi Brown's Ultra Precision brush. Now this is a beautiful brush. It's thicker on the base and goes thinner as it goes on top, so it gives you some control as it's not very flexible. With a lot of liner brushes, because they're thin from the base, you don't get so much control and precision with them. But this one you can really control well. And the dupe that I have for it is the Pro Art AE31. Now again, it's thicker on the base, and as it goes up it becomes thinner. This is also a precision brush, and when you keep them side by side, you see how similar they are. The Pro Art one is slightly, ever so slightly longer than the Bobbi Brown one, but that doesn't really make a lot of difference when you talk about their performance. So if you're looking for a very nice, controllable eyeliner brush, then these are the ones you should be going for depending on the budget and the feel and everything that you want. And yes, with that we finished this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. Also, let me know what other videos you guys would like to see, and I would love to do them for you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. Happy weekend. Bye.